Welcome back to the Fantasy Football Field Guide. We have a packed episode today. Might not be that long of one, but you'll see that later. We got our daily poll. If you're the Panthers GM, are you taking Mac Jones at 8th overall? Personally, I think no. Obviously, at least one person agrees with me. And I just think they're looking for more of that veteran. They're not really looking for a rookie quarterback unless somehow Zach Wilson falls to him. Sorry. But yeah, we got another random Wednesday today. I think I have a pretty good idea, but remember, if you guys have ideas, send them to me on Twitter. The link will be in the description. Vote on my polls. I'm sure you'll like them. But let's just get right into the video today. So today we are building the perfect fantasy running back. The way we're going to do this is simple. We got lower legs. This is quickness, footwork. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got the upper leg, which is like the thigh. You got the speed there. You got the power. You got jumping ability will come into factor. And then you got the torso or the abdomen. It's durability and toughness. It's pretty much the only thing I think of. Then you got the arms. And the arms are obvious. The strength, the carrying ability, not fumbling, no fumbling problems. The hands, pretty obvious. It's the hands, catching. It's pretty much just catching ability. And then, lastly, we have the head, which the head is going to be the vision. You can see the coverages. Not really big for running back, but you'll see it'll come in handy. So yeah, let's just get right into this, starting off with the lower legs. Lower legs go to Austin Ekeler, running back for the Los Angeles Chargers. He's got that quickness. People think of him as just a receiving back, which he's a really good receiving back, but he can also run between those tackles. He's a really good back. And for fantasy, you should be looking at him really early this year. I think he's going to be really good with Justin Herbert, learning that system even more. And Austin Ekeler coming back fully healthy. We'll see if he can stay healthy. Last year he had some pretty bad injuries, but I think he'll be okay this year. Now up to the upper leg, we have Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is one of, if not the most complete back in the league. He's got the speed. He's got the jumping ability. He's got the power. He'll run through you. He'll run through you, around you, or over you. I mean, he's just insane. And he's going to get a bunch of those carries with the Giants this year. I know a couple years ago he was their leading rusher and their leading receiver. I don't think he'll be their leading receiver this year because they just picked up Kenny Golladay, obviously. But he's still going to be up there. Might even get 1,000 yards. I doubt he'll get 1,000 yards receiving, but he'll definitely get rushing. He's just a stud. He's going to be a top 5 back for sure this year, in my opinion. Just coming back from that injury, we'll see how he is. But next up, we got the upper body and the abdomen. And we got Adrian Peterson. This one's a weird one, but was really an easy choice once I thought of it for a little bit. He's got the durability. Besides that 1 year, he injured his knee, but then he came back the year after and had an MVP season. He hasn't really gotten hurt, and he's obviously shown the toughness, and for how old he is, he's still producing at a high level. I mean, considering how old he is. So, he's going to be a really good back wherever he goes. Whatever team he's on, he's going to be really good for him, even as just a mentor. But, yeah, the abdomen or upper body is going to be Adrian Peterson. Now, the next one is the arms. I bet you guys can guess who it is. It was not that hard. Derrick Henry. You've seen the clips, you've seen the videos. He just runs people over, stiff arm to the ground. Like, if you're not going low, you better just get out of the way because you're not going to tackle him high. I mean, the dude is a monster, and he'll just throw you off of him. Josh Norman knows very well what I'm talking about. So, yeah, the arms were not that hard. Next up is the hands, and another pretty easy one. It was between two, but I decided to go with Alvin Kamara for the hands. I mean, you look last year, he would have been a top 10 receiver if you just counted his receiver stats in fantasy. Obviously, he was the best running back last year with Christian McCaffrey being out. But I think he's still probably going to be the second best. We'll have to see how that offense is run with Jameis Winston. I know they say it's a quarterback battle, but I think Jameis Winston is the one. So Alvin Kamara is going to be the hands, obviously. Could play receiver if you needed him to. I mean, he's just unreal how good he is at catching the ball. Next up, we have the head, which is the final portion, and this is Christian McCaffrey. You can't build a fantasy running back without building Christian McCaffrey, at least somewhere on the build. He's just got that vision, and he runs routes like a receiver out of the backfield. It's really crazy to watch just how good he is, just how smart he is as a running back. He's going to get open almost every time he takes a route, and they're going to give him the ball because they know he can make people miss after the catch even. But if you were to put this running back together, Christian McCaffrey would be probably the closest to it. I mean, he's almost a perfect fantasy running back. It's just insane how good he is. He's going to be the number one pick. If he's not the number one pick in your league, then you're doing something wrong, because we haven't seen a season like we saw when Christian McCaffrey was last healthy, except for Marshall Faulk, maybe, LaDainian Tomlinson for a couple of years. But Christian McCaffrey's just on a different level with fantasy running backs. And that's going to do it. I'm thinking about keeping this a series. I don't know if I'll do it like I'll do running back, receiver, quarterback, all in like 3 straight Wednesdays. But I'll make sure I'll do them at some point, especially if the feedback's well. But that's going to do it for today's video. The Twitter is going to be in the description. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and show your friends some videos. Need to get these views up. I think I'm pretty entertaining. But yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for watching.